buy that for $1.
Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me.
Now, say my name.
Looks like you got some kind of alternate universe in there or something.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. That's never happened to me before.
I've been waiting for you.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Two of you need help.
After a long day of kicking dead-eyed ass, I like to crack open a Shemp's. It's clean, crisp, refreshing, and cheap. Really cheap. Shemp's won't slow you down. Not this guy, anyway. Fewer calories, less filling. Who gives a shit? It's beer.
And welcome back to another Dead Wire Live, proudly not sponsored by Shemp's. Who gives a shit? It's just beer. That's our ad read for the episode. So welcome back, Chad. Welcome back, Skeeter. And looks like Kevin has returned from his part-time gig at the Glory Hole. And so looks like he has filled the gap, so to speak.
You're
and he's
damn
muted.
right.
Oh.
I'm not muted. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to retweet us so people know that we're live right now. God damn.
I thought you were swiping left and right on Tinder is what I thought you were doing.
All wholeheartedly.
No, that's swiping up and down.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I've never been on it. So thank you for the correction, Kevin. I know you are a proud customer.
You're welcome.
And you don't get a tip for that one.
Not even just a tip. Nothing at all.
Nope. All 3 inches.
No.
Ow.
How you guys been doing this week?
Pretty good.
Hanging in.
Trying to stay warm.
I got bit in the forehead by a xenomorph and I still feel it. Yeah.
Is that what you call your pecker now?
Yeah, I wish. You're just banging on my forehead.
No. Or what comes through the glory hole.
No, I finally figured out the puzzle on how to get through the door at the beginning of Alien Rogue Incursion. Is that what it is? Anyway, the Alien VR game.
Oh, that's what you're playing. Okay.
Yeah, and I was telling you guys before, I played it just a hair too long and it made me fucking ill. But I really did get picked up by the face and it did the little what do you call
the
that?
inner
tongue?
jaws?
Yeah, the tongue snap or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. But I still feel it in my forehead. And it's kind of like, where did it go?
Taking those like always.
I should have taken Dramamine. I did not.
No Dramamine.
Whatever.
So we're going to be seasick on this episode, everybody. All right, Kevin.
I am. Fuck. Anyway.
Well, captain of this ship, lead us astray with some headlines.
Oh, it's so wavy. Okay, so we do have some bad news this week. I apologize. I didn't want to throw any in. We've been having so much fun the last couple of weeks, even without laughing gas. Catwoman Jocelyn Wildstein passed away at the age of 84 this week. Chad, you said you remembered her as well. Was it the 80s that she became mainly popular?
I think so.
I remember she became really popular, like on Sally and Geraldo and stuff like that. The lady that got herself to look just like Barbie, like from like head to toe, she was on the news all the time for stuff like that. But Miss Wildstein, or Wildenstein, excuse me. That's too bad because it's a pun. I'm sorry, and if it's not, kudos. I'm sorry, but that's just too bad. But I don't know.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I thought it was worth mentioning because it was culturally relevant for a minute in our lives.
Well, it's Batman news to an extent, and
Yeah.
I vaguely remember her from the show. Of course, time has been with the plastic surgery and everything, and she doesn't look like she used to. But that's growing old and being a Hollywood person and feeling the need to do that. But it's sad. Condolences to the family. So, best wishes.
Yeah. And then the actor that played, oh God, what was it? LaGuardia? Lieutenant LaGuardia on Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He passed away. Very, very famous actor. John Capodici. What a wonderful guy.
Yeah, he was in
also
tons
will
of
be
stuff.
Yeah, will greatly be missed. Always played an Italian tough guy or a cop, some
The dumb
kind
cop.
of like brute. But he was always so good. You always smiled when you saw him in a picture, including Ace Ventura, especially Ace Ventura. I'm a mark for that movie. I can't. And then this came in late. Jeff Baena, who is was it Little Horse or Little Hours? Excuse me.
Little Hours.
Yeah. That's I said hours after the fact. Sorry. I was watching this is Aubrey Plaza's husband. Fuck you guys, all right? Show some respect. She's gonna hurt somebody. My heart goes
She's
out
gonna
to her.
cast a spell on you.
Well,
It was kind of funny. My wife tonight goes, "Hey, did you see this gossip?" I'm like, "What gossip?" She goes, "Well, you can maybe use it for the show tonight." And I'm like, "What's that?" She goes, "Aubrey Plaza's been spotted with this mystery guy over the past week." And I said, "You realize her husband just died last night?" And she's like, "Oh, I did not know that." And I'm like, "Yeah, but okay, thanks for the little tidbit there. I didn't know that."
The plot thickens.
I mean, she is pretty much a wild card in real life, like she plays her characters. Maybe I'm not saying it because I love her. She's a great woman. Don't kill me, but she's a great woman. But it is such a sad story that he passed.
Yeah. Well, didn't they indicate that it was possibly self-deleting, so to speak, without getting us in trouble on YouTube?
Yep, that's what I was trying to figure the best way to phrase it.
Yeah, it's a it is a very sad situation, and if it's not what Skeeter said, if this is just something like where someone was just getting him down in the industry so much, she's gonna level that whatever hurt her person. So my heart does go out to her. If Skeeter was right, on the other hand, shame.
I still love her.
I need to get that gif of Cersei going, shame, shame, shame.
Yeah.
In the throne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, before you
Come
move
on,
do we have any other obits? Because I actually have another one to add to here.
No.
That's pretty recent.
No, this is the last one.
Oh,
me,
well,
anyway.
not so last one. So, fans of the movie Shrek, you will be sad to hear that Perry the donkey, who served as the model for Donkey in Shrek, has passed away at the age of 30.
Oh,
that's
lame.
That is sad.
I like horses and donkeys and ponies. I'm not gonna lie. I live in fucking.
We're all
Oregon, and I
pet
grew up
people
on-
here, so when they showed up on my Twitter feed, I'm like, I gotta bookmark this and bring it up later.
Like,
I know
you've never been around.
crack jokes about jackasses. We got 2 of them on their stream right now, and one of them's me, and the other one is Skeeter. So
I think we've just been insulted, Kev.
Right? We are
Well, you two
fairly
are assholes.
reasonably. Oh, wow.
You're not wrong.
It's true. It's true. But he kind of raised me as a kid in some areas of my life. So, there is
Poor
that.
man.
Very true.
My heater just turned off. Gosh. All right. So let's see. What else do we have? Is it well, it's not an obituary, but okay. So what are we moving on to?
Can we put the bitch in obituary now?
We can put the bitch in obituary. We're moving on to shitty people news now.
Yeah,
right,
let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner has said she has fully embraced and accepted Timothy Chalamet as a Jenner or a Kardashian.
It's Chalamet.
And I'm like, really, dude? You know what she just said? Let me translate that for you. I'll swallow your soul.
Yeah.
Like,
yep, that's pretty spot on.
No one that has come from that family has like
Mm-hmm.
survived their reputation, like whatever Oscar chances you had is just gone now. Whatever. You sold your soul. I hope the pussy's good. You've got HPV already, just so you know. But golly, you fucked up.
Dune will be the last series you'll do. Then we'll never hear from him again.
Yeah, like watch their fucking show, like just the cliff notes, like what happened to this dude? What happened to the basketball player?
Mm-hmm.
Like
we're never gonna get his cameo in Krampus 2 now.
Nope. No.
People don't remember he was a cameo in that movie. He was the boyfriend of the girl. He was the first one to die in the movie.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't like him anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He's fine. But welcome to the family, kid. Now you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're owned. Owned.
Yeah, the dads aren't cleaning shotguns in that family. They're cleaning their personal shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
When they're allowed to.
This news is sad.
So this should be fun if you're a Jack Ruby kind of fan. Selena's killer, Yolanda Saldivar, am I saying that right?
Saldivar.
Has filed for parole.
No.
Oh, brother.
Keep her
Safer
there.
where you are. Safer where you are.
Safer one reason, musicians will be a lot safer if she stays there. 2, she'll be a lot safer is because the whole Latino community will come and murder her, and nobody will bat an eye if she's gone.
We'll just send Gomez after her.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you've never met someone from the culture, you will never meet someone as affectionate and loyal as a Hispanic woman. But you will also never meet someone that will fucking never forget what you fucking done and cut your fucking nuts off and shove them down your throat like a Mexican woman. Hi, Mom. But anyway, my godmother Sally. Anyway, yeah. So someone's gonna kill her. Like we'll just fuck her up as soon as she gets out. We'll Jack Ruby her ass.
Nope.
She's gonna move to another country. She's out of here.
She won't even make it to the airport.
Another country might not be any safer.
No, it's going to be a flip of the script. She's actually going to cross the border into Mexico.
No.
No one will recognize her there.
Yeah.
They'll just throw her back.
Yeah.
Be like a home run ball. Nope. Go back.
I love so much about this article, or even the headline itself. Alabama Barker taken to hospital over nicotine withdrawals.
Who? I actually don't know who the hell is that?
Who is she?
A wonderful question. This is one of Travis Barker's kids.
Oh,
I'm still not.
Travis Barker, the
Blink 182 drummer.
Oh,
yeah. Who's a wretched piece of shit in general. Like,
hey, survived a plane crash though.
Ric Flair survived 2 of them, so get in line, buddy.
And then
have another one to hit.
Harrison Ford, how many did he have?
You remember that old Sam
Sure.
Kinison bit about like God just not being okay because we lost fucking Stevie Ray Vaughan, but we can't get John Bon Jovi near a fucking helicopter?
Yeah.
Same principle.
Over
they survived this shit.
Though.
Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, there's two things about this. One, when I had nicotine withdrawals, I almost got fucking divorced. That's all. That's all that fucking happened.
I just felt like shit.
I haven't smoked in like years. I just felt like terrible for like a week. That's all.
Yeah, it's really horrible. It's so horrible that it'll make you be like, yeah, I don't know if I ever want to fucking try that shit again. And also, if this country had a taint, a perineum, if you will,
it's Pittsburgh.
She's named after it.
Ooh. Kevin bringing the heat.
No.
Shots fired.
I thought Alabama was the state of cousinly love.
No, I thought that was Arkansas.
Oh, there too, yeah. Well, there goes everybody from those states that we just mentioned.
Roll Tide. Got him back. Just yell Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Solomon, the answer to your question, I believe, is phone check, motherfucker. Shank, shank, shank. Yeah. Okay, let's see here.
Nicotine withdrawal. God, how
how
problems of the first world.
Yeah, right. Like, Buddha. Fuck you. And it's from vaping. It's not even real tobacco.
Oh
God.
Suck my tank.
Have her smoke a real goddamn cigarette and she'll cough up a lung.
A stogie.
Oh no.
A cohiba. So this golly, I want to say this tragedy. Let me clench my face. There was a tragedy. Okay, it's still a bunch of kids got hurt because some dumb motherfucker couldn't read the sign that said "Do not touch," and a giant Lego statue fell on 10 people.
Oh, God.
As a parent, I'm tickled to fucking death.
Told you not to touch it. Now you killed somebody. I hurt somebody.
Stupid. Anyway, movie news. This is more tragic than that. So there was a slight drop in percentage of the billions of dollars at the box office. Yeah. The box office brought in slightly less money this year than it did the previous year. Well, there was not a whole lot of great movies this year. In fact, the box office sucked so fucking consistently that people were afraid to go out and see movies that they didn't recognize. They made the studios right. Like they made it impossible for a natural story, a non-IP, non-franchise story to be made. No one wanted to go see it. It didn't stand a chance in hell because everyone was terrified because of how terrible all the movies were this year. Like if it wasn't a Disney flick, you were almost out. It sucked. So
I can't remember what the hell I saw this year. Besides Nosferatu that my wife just took me to earlier this week, and that's it.
I only went and saw Frozen Empire. That was it.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, I saw Frozen Empire and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And Moana 2. And that was it. And I don't know if Moana 2 counts because I saw it this week.
God, Dune 2, Terrifier 3, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I saw Nosferatu in theaters. I think that's about all I saw in theaters this year.
So none of us saw anything that wasn't
memorable
from something pre-existing.
Yeah.
Well, there was excitement for some other movies, but they all turned out to be complete and utter failures. Like I wanted to see The Crow, and boy, that turned out to be a complete goddamn shit show.
I was glad I didn't waste money on that.
I wanted to see Ballerina. That got bumped to next year, thank God. So hopefully the work and time that they're spending on it now will turn out for the best next year.
Yeah. The other thing I could say memorable, I mean, Frozen Empire was good, but wasn't outstanding, but Deadpool, Wolverine, and then
Ghostbusters, I did see that one, yeah.
And then
Deadpool, Wolverine.
Nosferatu, which I just caught right at the end of the year. So, or right at the beginning of the year. I can't remember what night we watched this.
What'd you think of it?
I loved it. And Mason, my wife, loved it, which I was kind of worried because how long it was.
Right.
She gets bored of movies like that, or the storyline drags too long. But she's like, I love that movie. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm glad you loved that one. So,
well, I got insisted by my wife that, and like, because I've never seen a movie literally on Christmas Day, and her idea was, well, you want to see Nosferatu? I'll go see it if we can at least watch the original before we go, the 1922 FW Renown. And we watched that, and she's like, make sure you get a ticket for my mom and for my father-in-law, but he didn't really want to go. He wanted to stay and watch Netflix football. We told this story a couple of weeks ago, but like he didn't want to go, but my mother-in-law and my wife wanted to go see it, so I took them to it. They both really loved it and enjoyed it, and I'm like, hell. I know. I had a feeling my mother-in-law would like it, but I had no idea Amy would enjoy it as much as she did, although she does prefer the original, actually.
Yeah.
Between the two, what took it down a notch for her was the Vlad mustache, modeling it after the original Vlad the Impaler and Dracula. She felt like that was a little too weird for her. I'm like, I knew what they were doing with the second I saw the mustache. I'm like, oh, they're going original Dracula style instead of
kind of giving a nod to it. So
yeah,
I like it.
I love it. I can't wait for the Blu-ray. So.
Oh, yeah. Or even in 4K.
Hell yeah. I mean, they just started announcing that it's going to get released. They haven't given it a release date yet.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see it. Like, everybody whose opinion that I respect really likes it. So I'm like, hooray, cool.
At the minimum, it's very likable. It's a very good watch. The range on is it awesome to you might be a little bit different, but at the minimum, I think you'd at least like it.
Yeah, and that's good enough for me when it comes to a horror film. Like, I don't have to love it, but I'll at least like it. Like Mary Riley, I like that movie. I don't care what anybody says. I like it.
Well, then maybe we could get you to watch The Flash. No, I'm kidding. I just lost him.
I would not push that on anybody.
For a second, I hoped you said The Flesh, and then I was like, no, he really said The Flash. All right.
Well, there is a movie called Flesh for Frankenstein. So,
isn't forcing somebody to watch The Flash like a violation of the Geneva Conventions? The
morality statutes from Demolition Man. That's also
God. Yeah.
It's like that scene in Small Soldiers where they start playing the Spice Girls as psychological warfare.
I forgot about that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot too.
Damn, forgot all about that.
I need to see that movie again.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen that one.
I hated that when it came out.
I didn't like it when it came out either, but a few years later, I watched it another time and gave it another chance, and I'm like, you know what? That actually works for me.
Yeah, it took me a couple times watching it. Then I was like, oh, this is really damn good.
I thought it was going to be like a G.I. Joe's come to life and fighting, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this is going to be cool.
That's what we all thought it was going to be, yeah.
And when it wasn't, I was like, this is,
No.
I don't like this. Never mind.
Well, that just reminds me of the G.I. Joe movie. 2 live action ones we did get. We thought we were getting a live action G.I. Joe, and we're still waiting on it.
Wait, they did those?
The second one wasn't so bad.
I didn't like any of them. And I even watched Snake Eyes, and I didn't like that either.
Yeah, I bet that's on my burner to watch, the back burner to watch a Snake Eyes. I have just, I can't get around to it.
It's okay.
If you dub the rock climbing fight, where they're battling all the ninjas, as they're climbing up the side of the rocks. If you dub that over to the song "You Had a Bad Day," it's fucking awesome.
I've seen that. That's pretty good.
Like it made me like start to weep in the theater when I was watching it because all I could think of was that song. You had a bad day. Shit. All right. So let's see.
Hopefully,
going on
the
for
next
this movie?
2025 box office can turn around a little bit better. Deadpool wasn't enough to save it. So.
Yeah.
Deadpool was the number 3 best movie of the year. I think it was Screen Rant called it or something.
And Wick is like
I don't
at
know.
the top of the list. It's rolling in money right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better movies.
Because
I don't
everyone
know.
knows it's
I
green
want to
all
see
over.
Wicked, but the last time I went to go see a musical, really expecting to like it, it was Phantom of the Opera, and I hated it. Hated it.
I liked Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Yeah,
I
see,
loved it, but
I didn't.
I'm not a big fan
Sweeney
of
Todd.
musicals.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a couple live. I saw Avenue Q and Evil Dead the musical.
Oh,
when
you
they were at
actually
the,
saw that. Okay.
Yeah, it was at the San Jose stage like 6-7 years ago. My in-laws got us tickets.
Nice.
And holy fucking shit, that was good.
Cool.
I was
Nice.
pissed because I had to do a wedding the night that was in a town an hour away from me, and I was just
Ooh.
like, fuck. I
Oh,
was so
yeah,
pissed. It was that weekend, and yeah, I couldn't make it. I was so mad. I had to work Friday night, Saturday night, and I'm like,
it was really good. I mean, I've got a couple of songs from that in my playlist now. The one that, yeah, what the fuck was that? Great fucking song.
Wow.
What the fuck was that? Your sister is turned into a zombie.
that sounds
First
so
favorite
very
is-
close to "Shut Your Fucking Face, Uncle
fucker."
Fucker."
Same
You're
kind
a
of
fucking
guy.
ass licking Uncle Fucker.
It just sounds so very similar in its tempo. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot different, but
What the fuck was that, Uncle Fucker?
see, that's a mashup I need now.
That's true. That's true.
Sorry.
No apologies on this show. If you offend somebody,
Nope.
that's the way it goes.
Oh, I like.
I'll
I Don't
offend somebody
Believe.
soon enough anyway. So
No.
I like Jesus Christ Superstar too.
I forgot about that one.
I
Huh.
remember my folks having the soundtrack on vinyl when I was a kid.
Oh wow.
They do that locally at a couple of different places where they do plays in the area. Quite a bit. Like I see it every year advertised.
Okay.
I think it
So
was
it's
the
still
year
floating.
after you graduated, Chad. But Mr. Cox got me like going on a long Andrew Lloyd Webber phase, and it went on for way too long. God, I liked Broadway a lot, but it's like the older I got, I don't know if it was like the grumpier I got, or the just I don't know. They just weren't as good. But I think it was
Captain Grumpy over there.
Jekyll and Hyde. Once I saw Jekyll and Hyde, and I saw like 5 people get at the beginning of the second act, like within minutes, he kills like 5 people, and it was like that was so cool on stage, and I've never seen anything else like that. So I'm just kind of like, well, fuck it. They couldn't top a musical like that for me. So.
No.
And again, they really fucked up the Phantom of the Opera movie. Hated it.
I'll take your word for it. Never saw it.
Yeah, me either.
It was okay. I watched it twice.
So I
Both
saved
times.
myself an hour and a half to 2 hours of a musical. Nice, I win.
I win.
Winning.
Rocky Horror bust. God damn it.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror rules.
That's a musical.
So
you can't even call it musical.
one of my best friends and I, we went to go see. Oh God, we watched it live. Oh, we watched a live screening of it rather, and then goodness, I can't think of his name. The gentleman that plays Brad. We got to sit and watch a live Q&A with him, and that was entertaining as hell. And it was also really hard, not like the Misty in the back of my head going, Megaforce was cool. Love that flick too.
Megaforce does rule.
Yeah.
A couple of friends of mine, Julie and Doug, they're big into the Rocky Horror community, like in the Bay Area. So I mean, they'll. I mean, I'll see pictures up on their Facebook of them in like full costume when they're going to the theater.
They're still in the Shadowcast, I think.
Yeah, I think they're in the Shadowcast.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
They had costume contests. This was at our local casino, and it was a pretty big event. And like, whew. Yeah. Anyway,
we digress.
Yes, we digress.
A lot of leather that night, kids.
Mm-hmm.
So January 19th is National Popcorn Day, and your local Cinemark will be filling up to 400 ounces of BYO bucket. So if you have your own popcorn bucket at home, by all means, bring it down to Cinemark, and they'll fill it up for you. However, you may got to pull that pussy out of Wolverine's mouth.
Yeah, you might want to wash it first.
Yep.
Maybe.
You don't want your popcorn to taste nutty.
Yeah.
No.
Don't want sticky popcorn.
Bodes, you don't know what you're missing. This is supposed to be your segment, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, man. We brought this on here for you. And yes, I believe you're right. That's Barry Bostwick.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm kind of down for that. I don't have any popcorn buckets really, but I still want the Wolverine one with the pussy in its mouth.
See, when I first heard this, I thought it was like a new program they were doing at Cinemark, but the fact it's just for like one day, I was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, it's not so bad. And it's for $5. It's not bring a bucket and they're going to fill the shit up.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. The movie theater locally here in my town, they had a sign up. I noticed it was like this extra large popcorn bucket that you pay a big price for, but you could keep bringing it back and they'll refill it for like a couple of bucks. So all for the whole year. I'm like, that's pretty nice. So I almost bought it, but I was trying to think of what movies I'd want to see in 2025, and maybe 1, 2, possibly 3, but not worth that much popcorn.
Nope.
I love movie theater popcorn. I'm a whore for popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good at Harkins Theaters down here, but the last time I had it at AMC, I was like, ugh, disgusting.
Yes, Solomon, you can bring your Dune bucket. But like we said, you got to clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Popcorn should
take the
be
fist
nutty.
out first, and then slide it in through the bottom, and then
Talk about coming up movies.
So
speaking of 2025,
here is your 2025 movie bingo card. Golly, it doesn't look horrible this year. It's better than last year's bingo card, I think. Last year we looked like my big thing was Wolverine and Deadpool. I didn't give a shit about anything else between Ghostbusters and that. I didn't care, and it just really kind of worked out that way, that it wasn't all that great. The other movies that seemed like they could be okay really weren't, with the exception maybe Venom. This here looks a lot more hopeful to me.
Yeah, I gotta say.
Yeah, we're gonna run through this, guys.
Yeah.
And those of us that saw Nosferatu, Justin, me, and Skeeter, we loved it. So.
Yep. And their spouses too.
Yep. And in-laws that weren't chicken shits.
That weren't chicken shits. So
God, Wolfman.
I don't care about the Wolfman at all. I just don't.
Nope.
And I love Lee Winnell. Don't get me wrong. I think he's great, but I just, from what I've seen of this movie, it doesn't look like a werewolf movie, and I'm not interested in it.
It's a Wolfman movie. It's not a werewolf movie.
No.
You want a werewolf movie? Go see the Frank Grillo one.
Yeah. And don't watch She
Which
Bitch.
was fine. I didn't love it. It was fine.
And as I learned with my wife, we watched She Bitch thinking that was about werewolves because it kind of suggests it in trailers and previews for it. Not a werewolf movie. Not one bit.
Nope.
Very disappointed. It was okay.
But leave it at that.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Just bring your tampons.
Yeah. And bringing your tampon, Captain America.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see that at a Morbid Curiosity.
Yeah, that's about it.
But see, I wanted to see Craven for the same reason and Madam Web, and I knew better. And fortunately, I didn't. But this time, golly, I think I'm just going to fall for it. I can't help it with the MCU, except for the Eternals. I still haven't watched that.
Oh.
I haven't seen any MCU film other than No Way Home since Endgame.
The last MCU film I saw was Deadpool and Wolverine. Before that, I couldn't even remember it. It was probably Endgame. Oh, no. It was probably Doctor Strange.
Sadly, I watched Madam Web.
I'm very sorry.
Dude.
Hey,
and you still can see.
Yeah, I got Netflix and it was on there. So
and it's
why not, you know? But Minecraft, that's another one. Nobody cares about Snow White, so we'll skip over that. But Minecraft, that's one I'm not too impressed. I was kind of having high hopes. So were my kids. Even though they're all grown now, but they all played Minecraft when it first came out. And they're like, Dad, have you seen the shit they're going to put out? And I'm like, yep. So.
I saw the full trailer for it this week at Moana, and it looked awful.
Well, it's
so
got
awful.
Jason Momoa. It's got Jack Black in it, being Jack Black. I'm like, who really wants to see this? But oddly enough, this is probably going to make money, and it's going to be terrible. It's going to be like the Transformers sequels. It's just like, who would go see this? Well, apparently a lot of people will. This is probably going to be that movie for 2025 where the audience score is like 20%, the critic score is like 10%, but somehow it makes over $1 billion.
It's going to be the next
because of stupid ass
Mario Brothers
kids and their parents take them to go see it.
No, the parents are going to take them
Brothers.
to the movie, and they're going to go see Alto Knights instead, which is a mafia movie starring Robert De Niro and Deborah Messing. Everybody.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I did some looking up on that. So.
Huh.
And Love Hurts is supposed to be some sort of action comedy mob movie again there too. So
I was hoping it was going to be like My Bloody Valentine or something.
I thought it was going to be like Warm Hearts from like years ago, like the zombie movie where you warm the heart of the zombie and he becomes human again, which was a very stupid movie, but it was oddly entertaining.
Yeah.
Was that the movie that had Renfield in it? I can't think of his name. Nicholas. Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult. Also in Nosferatu.
I don't know. But after that, my personal want to see it is Until Dawn, because I want to see if they made a Wendigo and if it looks really cool and if they got Peter Stormare in it. Like,
they do.
I think that'll be dope. They do? Okay.
Yep, he got cast like a long time ago with this movie.
And Brett Dalton.
Not to.
If they got Brett Dalton in it, perfection.
Possibly.
I like Brett Dalton. I liked him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like the first 2 seasons of S.H.I.E.L.D. So when he was in the game, I was kind of like, okay, I'm into this. I liked him in that. He was a cool bad guy.
Yeah.
or anti bad guy hero person, whatever he was, spy. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then Thunderbolts is kind of the same thing as Captain America for me. Just
Not seen it. Don't care.
Hard pass.
It's just more morbid curiosity. I don't like Sentry, and Sentry's gonna end up being the bad guy.
He'll become the Void.
Yeah, and then have to be the hero by conquering himself somehow, and then they're gonna have to fight Val.
I watched the Thunderbolt series.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Did
and
you
then
see
are
the
they
series?
gonna? No.
Oh, everybody kind of dialed in to I don't care, I'm just making this show for the money.
Yep.
That was their acting skills.
Justin, well said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, same here. Mortal Kombat 2.
I want to see Mortal Kombat 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My boy Carl's in it, so.
Yep.
I like Mortal Kombat movies. There's not one that I dislike. Like Annihilation, I'll sit and watch it. I don't like it, but I'll sit and watch it. Like I can't help it.
Yep.
Hell,
I'm a
we
mark.
might even do the Conquest TV show come October. Stay tuned, everybody, as a review.
I've already told my wife I want to get the 1-Up arcade, and she's like,
I would love to get that thing. It's like $500 though.
Like they all
I'm
are.
going to spend that money. I want to get my goddamn Blitzwave Ultron.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really like my X-Men machine, y'all.
Better.
So that one I'm torn. Like I told Jeff last night, like, do I want to take Harley to see that? I kind of do.
Oh, Final Destination, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to watch it because I watched all the other ones. I don't know if I'll see it in the theater or not, but
same.
I need some more trailers to persuade me to definitely go to the theater and watch it.
I'm curious why Lilo and Stitch is in like blood red.
Because you're going to tear your eyes out.
Version?
No, you just want to tear your eyes out after seeing the live action.
Probably. And there's Mission Impossible, the Final Reckoning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't care about Mission Impossible anymore.
No, I didn't like the first one. Like they kind of killed it.
I saw the first one in theaters, and I hated that they made Jim Phelps the bad guy. So I just said, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the first one too much. The second one is what totally trashed it overall, completely dead in the water for me because they turned it into a goddamn wrestling movie.
It was a hair commercial.
Yeah, it was a hair commercial, and it was just too much like stylized action, and it didn't feel like a goddamn Mission Impossible movie at all. At least the first one, they did start with it. They just completely threw it out the window by the end. The second one was complete screw off. We're gonna make like this wild ass action movie, and we're gonna just start doing wrestling moves. We're gonna rock bottom people. We're gonna suplex people. It's like that doesn't happen in a real fucking fight.
Yeah, it does. What are you talking about? Yeah, it does.
Choke somebody out, but that's about the extent of it. Like
all international agents do that.
Fuck, man. You listen to Stone Cold on his podcast, and he'd say it several times. A stunner is not a practical thing to do if you're going to fucking try to get into a fight with somebody.
Yep. And he was an
because you're going to hurt yourself.
I do want to see Superman.
He was.
I do want to see Superman. That's on my list.
Oh, I will be going to see that. And Ballerina 28 years later. Yep. I don't know much about that Formula One movie though, and I see the Karate Kid Legends in there. I am not interested.
I saw the trailer for it,
fan,
and the last couple of Karate Kids have been disappointing. But they're bringing Jackie Chan in, Ralph Macchio back, and this new kid that's going to be the new Karate Kid, who, from between the trailer and videos I watched about him. He is like the next Jackie Chan. Just freaking crazy. So it's like I'm on the edge. of the fence, and like maybe because this kid looks like he's doing the Jackie Chan fighting style and doing his own stunts too. So it looked like. So I'm kind of like, oh, maybe just for the Jackie Chan for it, but
I mean, the trailer was
maybe.
fine. I'm just, oh god, what are we doing here?
Now I want to go watch old Ernie Reyes Jr. videos from when I was a kid.
That was another good one.
That man was a
Billy Blanks.
genius.
Oh God.
Shokasugi. Come on, let's do this thing.
Yeah, but I got to see Ernie perform live in Gilroy at a tournament when I was a kid. And,
okay.
Oh, because he was from San Jose at the time. And oh my gosh, it was just, I didn't realize who he was at the time. This is before Ninja Turtles came out, but I just knew that the kid I was seeing was like amazing and wicked fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ninja Turtles 2 came out a couple of years later. I'm like, that's that guy. Yeah.
Wasn't he in one of the suits for the first one?
Yes. He was Raphael for a while.
I think
that's what I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure about that, but
Judith Hoag has a series on the 30th anniversary that's still on YouTube that she did a wonderful job documenting everything and interviewing everybody. And if she made it into a podcast or put it onto a DVD, it would be well worth like over $20, but $30-$40 at least. It's so fun, so cool to watch. Better than any behind the scenes you'd see on a DVD that they've done. So we'll have to put that in the links too.
Oh yeah. Megan 2.0.
2025.
I liked Megan.
Yeah.
It was all right.
What about Jurassic World? Where are we on this? Like, I don't know that.
You mean Blade? And
Yes.
ScarJo, Black Widow, taking over Jurassic World? Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
Yeah.
I haven't liked any of the, to be honest, this will probably give me some flack. I haven't liked any of the Jurassic Park or World movies, period. I don't like any of them.
Oh, my heart. Oh, the first and the fourth one are so fun.
Yeah.
What does it say that I think the third one was the best of the batch? And I mean Jurassic Park 3.
Ooh.
That's where they got Sam Neill back, you know.
Yeah, but it was
terrible. And I think that one was the best one. Because they kept it to like an hour and 25 minutes and just focused on the story. I want a Dino Crisis movie is what I want.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Oh, there was there was some bad B movies. What was it? Carnosaur?
Carnosaur.
Carnosaur.
Invoke his name. Say it.
You say it, Kevin.
Yeah.
Jim Wynorski.
Jim Wynorski. Yeah.
That was bad enough. I saw an advertisement for, was it Sharkadile versus zombie women or zombie cheerleaders?
Ooh.
I don't know if Jim did that, but it sounds like his cup of tea.
I don't know
he
if
also
it's
do like
real.
zombie strippers or something like that.
Yeah, there's zombie strippers.
Yeah,
but
zombie strippers.
With Robert.
I don't know. I was going to look
Robert
it up,
Englund
but
was in
I had to
it,
get
I
up.
think.
Had to get up here and get ready for the show. I just saw it before getting up here, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta look that up later."
I know he did Bigfoot or Bust.
That's true.
I agree with Idaho Mike.
That's cool.
The first one, ground. Fuck you. So anyway, Fantastic Four, like they're not wanting to compete with Superman. I'm a little shocked.
They are competing with Superman.
Like,
2 weeks fucking later.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Dude, and they started actually shooting the movie after Superman finished production by a week.
Yeah, they're like rushing that shit out.
Technically, I guess they started the visual effects like a year ahead of time, so they are already ready, and they're just shooting the live action stuff last, which makes like no fucking sense.
No, none whatsoever.
And that's how
Golly.
they're doing this.
I'm fully expecting this to be a
sink of the-
complete fucking shit show.
The more things change, the more they stay the
They
same.
stay the same. Yep.
I have no faith in them. They can't even they couldn't get Blade fucking right.
Yeah.
And they still are trying to do the Mahershala Ali Blade. They're still trying to figure that shit out. Even after they canceled it, they're still trying to they're not going to figure it out. I don't trust them. Feige, dude, get out now. Like,
just like in Deadpool Wolverine, there's only one Blade.
Damn
That's
straight.
true.
If
Now,
it's
I
not
know
Wesley Snipes, then fuck off. Like, seriously. And I like Mahershala Ali, so I'm not saying don't give him a goddamn movie, but like, you're screwing him around for years at this rate.
You're screwing us around for years at this point. So I no longer care. I'm happy with my Daywalker. I don't need the new one. I don't. That's
you want
where
me to
I'm
see
at.
a new one? Give me back Wesley Snipes. I'll be back right on it.
Well, you're going to get Jennifer Love Hewitt back, and I know what you did last summer.
Oh, she is back in that?
Yep.
God.
Legacy sequel, baby.
I'm always happy to see her, though. I like her.
Now, is that
physics.
Is that supposed to be a 6, or is that a hook on the O and I know?
I don't know. He's got to zoom in.
I don't know.
I'm just.
Can I make it bigger? Or is that just for me? That's just.
Oh, that's you at the glory hole.
Yeah, glory hole.
Glory hole.
Make our own jingle for you.
Eat me.
No.
It looks like a hook. So, but at first,
that makes
like a
sense with the
6.
hook.
Yeah, I was like, well, there wasn't like 5 of those, was there?
There's 3, a reboot, a TV show, and then now this.
So maybe it is
on a novel.
Don't ask me how I know that. I haven't even seen all of them. I've only seen like the first 3 movies, and the third one, when Jennifer was out of it, I'm like, I'm done.
It was based on a young adult novel, and it didn't follow the storyline at all.
Sounds like Hemlock Grove.
Pissed.
So no huge tits, no show for Jeff.
Right.
We're out.
The boob factor is strong over here.
Yeah.
We might get that with Freakier Friday. I don't know. Not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to Tron Ares. So that's
God, no.
I have
only one on that
seen
row
anything.
Is Mortal Kombat and maybe the Conjuring movie. Naked Gun. I need to see.
I gotta
some
see
actual
trailers.
footage.
I want to have faith. I do.
Because they even said who's in it.
It's,
that's it.
Liam Neeson's the only one.
Yeah, Liam Neeson. And I don't know.
And Pam,
Leslie
right?
Nielsen was just so iconic.
Yeah.
Well, I think Liam Neeson can do it for the same reason that Leslie Nielsen could do it, is because he's a straight-laced actor being put in a comedic situation. Like that was
Pam Anderson.
That was one of the great things we found out about the not the Naked Gun, the Police Squad.
Holy cow, they got a cast here.
Oh, they do got a full cast.
They play
Liam
him
Neeson, Pam Anderson, Paul Walter Hauser, Kevin Durand, Danny Huston, Lisa Koshy, Busta Rhymes, Cody Rhodes, wrestler.
Yes.
Zachary Vasquez. Yeah, they got quite a few people actually.
That's starting to sound interesting, actually.
He's just gonna Cody Rhodes is just gonna give everybody Crossroads for like the whole movie. Crossroads out of nowhere.
I don't care if a Rhodes is in it, I'll watch it.
And Buster Rhymes in it. Wow. I wonder who he's gonna play.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Are there is Nordberg maybe?
That's what I'm guessing.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't know.
Unless they bring OJ back as a surprise.
Oh, well, they'll need.
That'd be something.
That
well,
would be
yeah,
something.
they have to dig him up.
I'll go
Yeah.
get the voodoo witch. And
He
we'll
called
get
the witch doctor. He told me what to do.
Oh, it's
He
Kevin's
said,
glory hole scrubber.
we'll get Kelly out in case he misbehaves.
he pounds it with his hammer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sometimes I just like to whack it. Just whack.
I guess you do. Oh man, next row: Predator, Badlands, Running Man, Wicked, Part 2, Zootopia 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and the Avatar sequel. I'm in for probably Predator, Badlands.
Same.
Don't know about theaters. Running Man, Five Nights at Freddy's. I will be going to see because my wife is a big fan. So
The first one was good.
I like the
I
first
haven't
one.
seen it yet, so I don't know.
It's not Willy's Wonderland because Willy's
gonna
has
say-
a better horror factor and charisma to it than Five Nights, but Five Nights was made for more of a mainstream audience. So
Yeah.
I think Willy's Wonderland ruined it for me. That's why I haven't able to watch Five Nights at Freddy.
I think you'd enjoy it. Just understand it's not nearly quite
Yeah.
as gruesome and
So,
we're horror guys over here,
Mhm.
everybody. So when it's a PG-13 movie, it's like, God damn it, come on.
Yeah. It had Matthew Lillard though, so it's got that going for it.
That was fantastic.
Oh, that's right. He is in it. So yeah, that could pull me. I think
And he's signed for the sequels, so he
Oh.
will be back.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Wicked, Zootopia. I am not going to pay to watch Avatar. No. The Last Airbender, Fire and Ash. No. Or is that the other Avatar?
That's the James Cameron Avatar.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Yep, they're introducing the
Ah.
Fire Tribe, as Kevin told me the other night.
Yeah. So it's fire and ass.
Yeah.
So they are actually trying to go the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I was going to
route,
say they're
which is
kind of
now
ripping off
fucking
that.
stupid.
Yeah, they ruined that live action.
I'm not a fan of modern James
Twice.
Cameron.
Yeah. It's
No.
That's
these tribes are going to be fighting, but then here comes this tribe.
Yeah.
The
It's going to
savage.
symbolize his third wife. So
Oh,
whoever she was,
yeah.
I guarantee you that's what this is all about.
I don't know, but the Mohawk tribe's probably going to be like, go ahead, fucker.
yeah.
Go
Yeah, that's the
ahead.
fourth wife. Yeah.
Go ahead and, see what kind of cultural misappropriation you could throw this time.
Yep, that's definitely the fourth wife.
The fourth
Yeah.
wife. Catherine Bigelow.
I love Catherine Bigelow as a director, so I mean all that sarcastically.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, but here's my big lament for this year. For as much as I like a few of these movies, there's no bingo for me this year. Almost.
Oof.
Almost.
I didn't even figure.
But Elio was in the way. I was like, ah.
We should have done this all as a bingo card. That would have been funny.
Yeah.
I saw the preview.
I
for
actually don't
Elio
think
and-
I'd have bingo either.
No, I wouldn't.
Let me see here. Nope.
No. No.
Mm-mm. We all locked up.
No.
Lost.
Nope.
Yep. No winners this year.
Yeah,
Dang.
Zootopia and Avatar killed it for me, and Elio kills it for me.
Now we're likely to get some more movies this year. These are just the kind of the big name ones and legacy sequels and reboots and remakes coming out. So these are all the big budget movies, everybody.
I don't know. I saw a trailer when I went to see Nosferatu that looked kind of good. It was a reboot of Stephen King's movie with the monkey with the symbols.
Monkey Shines?
Yeah, Monkey Shine, but it's something different.
Oh,
It's
I
a
didn't
different
know about
name,
that one.
but it's the same storyline, and it looks fucking amazing. I was
Okay.
like, oh, I want to wait for more trailers just to make sure, but the first trailer seeing it looks pretty fucking cool. So
Nice.
I can't remember what the hell it's called. I think it's just the monkey, maybe. I'll have to look
Interesting.
up
And I got George Michael stuck in my head.
No, I got Peter
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Yeah,
Shock
the monkey. Yeah, it's just
Shock
called
the
the monkey.
There you
So,
go.
Yeah,
Neat.
you'll have to check the trailer out for that. I think you'll like it.
All right.
All right. Well, let's see here. What else is happening?
Oh, fun.
Oh, we found out that Robert Eggers at one point tried to make the Frankenstein movie.
Why?
Dude, I think you lucked out on that one. My opinion is this. You have to be an extremely patient motherfucker. And maybe a little passive too, if you're going to work with someone like Universal or Warner Brothers or Sony, because like you would get so much studio involvement from working with one of their Universal creatures that it would just suck. It would suck doing. And so like he says, thank God Guillermo's doing this. Yeah, Guillermo's had a lot of experience dealing with their bullshit. He knows how to push back.
Well, yeah, he's been working with Universal for like half of his freaking career. He knows how to play in the Hollywood sandbox.
Yep.
Yeah.
And while there was some wiggle room with like things that Guillermo's done before, like he's earned the rope to hang from, so to speak. So if it turns out to be bad, like it's Guillermo. It's a quirky movie. You do a Robert Eggers Frankenstein, I would probably love it. But he's probably like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have the patience for fucking Universal, even if they were largely hands off. That means you'd still get notes and like you wouldn't get final cut approval.
No.
Yeah. And Kenneth Branagh already made a pretty goddamn great Frankenstein movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was a really, really good.
That was good.
That was
good
really
flick.
good.
And it was very faithful to the book.
That's what I liked about it.
Same.
Yeah. The fact that he could talk and rationalize and he was narrating the story was like, wow, it's okay, cool. I didn't know it was like this. This is some shit.
Yeah.
And it was really, really good. So I don't know, but again, I do want to see Guillermo del Toro's take on it. I'll watch any version of Frankenstein. There's no wrong reason for me to watch Frankenstein. So,
and I like Guillermo in general, so I'm pretty interested.
You're still missing out the best Frankenstein movie, Young Frankenstein.
Of course.
Well, yeah.
Jeez, classically the best.
Absolutely.
Everything else
wonderful.
is just a tick
Yeah,
below.
just below.
That is my favorite Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite movies in general. Like,
Pretty damn good.
What are my two funniest movies, Jeff? Clue and Blazing Saddles.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are, I think, the two funniest movies ever made.
God, I nearly died laughing the whole time watching Blazing Saddles for the first time earlier this year.
Yeah. And Young Frankenstein's like right there with them. Like it's it's hard to choose.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, fun movie news. So we found out this week that Jason Momoa is out as Aquaman. It is confirmed. He's out as Aquaman.
Poor baby.
Yeah, he's heartbroken.
Yeah, he's crying rivers of tears.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. His divorce wasn't on the same level of this shit. I lost Aquaman. God damn it.
So let's see here. He did get a consolation prize, a toaster, if you will. He will be portraying the role of Lobo,
otherwise known as Jason Momoa in real life.
Yeah.
Playing the last Zarnian.
Yeah, that
this
kind
is
of
like the
blew me
worst
away.
kept fucking secret. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's been
He
saying for
looks
years
perfect.
he's been wanting to do this. From Stargate Atlantis, when they asked him like stuff like this, he's like, "I love Lobo, Lobo.
Yeah.
I want to play Lobo." It's like, oh my God, he's only been talking about it for years. And like a couple years ago, when everything was going down with like fucking James Gunn and everything, and The Rock, it basically came out like, oh, he was there for a big meeting at Warner Brothers with David Zaslav and James Gunn and Peter Safran, and he comes out running and cheering, being like, "Yes, I got great news, but I can't tell you about it." Well,
I got
this
fired.
is their fucking news, everybody. Like, hey, just let's help us get us through the end of Aquaman, 2, and then you're going to be Lobo going forward.
Yep.
He's the main man.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I don't mind this. I don't know if it's going to be enough for the universe.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to save it. I mean, I'll give it a little bit of
It'll
a
be
peek,
fun, but
yeah, it'll be fun with that little peek of him being that. But then
they have
No,
to let
but
him
that's
smoke
nothing.
cigars, though.
That's
Yeah.
what's going to sell this fucking DC universe. This new one is it's going to be fun, and that's what's going to sell it. The Snyder movies were not fun.
No,
They were action packed, they were gritty, but they weren't fun. Comics were meant to be fun. The old Superman movies were fun. The old
Yep.
Batman movies were fun. The newer ones are not. So I think that's where where James Gunn could be like, this is where the mistakes have been. Let's try making this shit fun. Maybe we can bring people back to the seats, because shit, the MCU, like, you watch Thor Ragnarok, they made that shit fun, and everyone wanted to go see Thor 4. Unfortunately, I hear that one's not as good, but Ragnarok made that shit fun. A lot of the MCU movies made the action movie fun, and that's what got the butts to seats. And the fun's not there anymore. And I think James Gunn knows that, and that's where he's going to go. You know what? I was doing pretty good there. My movies were all really highly rated. I'm going to keep doing what I was doing, just with these fellas over here.
God, Ragnarok was actually fun to me.
Fun.
Love Thunder actually pissed me off.
That kind of like snooze.
Went way too far over the edge.
Yep.
And they ruined Gore the God Butcher for me. Christian Bale, and I'm like, dude, this sounds really cool. Oh,
yeah.
He's only in the movie for about 5 minutes.
Is he?
Yep.
And he's the main villain.
Lame.
Yeah.
At least he's saying what I'm thinking.
Yep.
Lobo, bring back Sheriff Lobo. Oh, so this I wanted to share. This is not remotely confirmed. I've only seen this one place.
If they cast him as Bibbo, I am gonna be happy.
They probably will.
Look for it.
I will be.
He's a
so
James
happy.
Gunn cast every movie. So.
Superman's biggest fan, kids. This
Bibbo Babowski.
Yeah, man. I would love this. Love this. Which, by the way, I think they took the Death and Return of Superman movies off of Max, and they could eat a big old butt too, because Bibbo's in that, and he's got a really good role in it.
Well, if it was, I saw Death of Superman, didn't see Reign of the Superman, but the role he had in both of those stories, I mean, I don't know. I think it was one of Bibbo's best character arcs.
I think so. Yeah. Really humanized Superman.
Oh, definitely did.
Yeah, because he Bibbo was all of us. Like,
yeah, and Solomon, he was in Superman the Animated Series.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that's cool.
I want to see that. I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, right.
I'll get on it eventually. I've been meaning to for the last 30 years.
Yep, same.
And a quick reminder that there is merchandising for
so they took the old Hulk cans and painted them red.
Yep.
Yep.
And they even took the same cutout of the Hulk from the packaging and just slapped the red one on there. Otherwise, it is the exact same thing.
That's terrible.
Sad.
Do they have a wicked.com thing listed on the back of their package too?
Yeah.
Smashterbating.
That way they could talk about like fisting and things like that.
Ooh.
I know. We can get kinky up in here.
I'm not offended.
Damn it, then I'm not doing my job.
Well, how do you offend somebody?
Hard to offend a guy who lives in the glory hole.
Yeah, that's true.
You get a head big enough to fill it.
And then he uses these for backup.
Yeah.
There was a lead into that, kids. Here's your first real look at the leader.
Oh shit! Really? I did not even know about this.
That's underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yep.
I seen this the other day.
They released this week, trying to boost excitement for the movie coming out on Valentine's Day.
They're more likely to get excitement for this island Earth with that image.
I never met a Lunan I didn't like.
Exactly.
Don't mention his forehead.
Yeah.
Goes all the way to the back of his
It's the
head.
Brack Show starring me. That's Brack. He's got some good best. But like this was like the nicest picture of the leader that I could find that even remotely matched how they make him look. Like if you look at the old 1990 cards, like he had a big brain. It was a big mutated brain. He looked like broccoli. And some point in the late 90s, early 2000s, I think they gave him hair.
Yep.
It doesn't bother me. I don't care. But
in the old Hulk,
the brain looked good.
In the Hulk cartoons from the 90s, he did have hair.
Yep.
Did he?
Yeah, he had hair. And he was voiced by Matt Frewer.
No, that's right. Yep.
Oh, cool.
He had a pretty good voice cast in that. I mean, hell, you had Lou Ferrigno voicing the Hulk.
I haven't watched that in a while. It's on Disney Plus. I need to get back into it. It's fun.
The guy who voiced Banner was a helmsman in Star Trek First Contact, and he gets assimilated.
Oh, I remember.
He was Lieutenant Hawk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Neil McDonough? No.
Was it? I don't fucking remember the dude's name, but I remember that.
I don't think so. He was in that, but he was older, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
Someone will correct us, but it's I want to say Neil McDonough is the only person that comes to my mind.
You got a 5 head.
Better than a 5 hole.
Is that what you're up to now?
Well, you know.
Yeah.
He's increasing the size of the window.
Yeah.
The size of the bust. And then Hulk rumor news is we're hearing more and more rumors that Bruce Banner is going to be in the movie. He wasn't initially supposed to be, but test screenings didn't prove well, so they brought him and re-edited him in for the backup plot.
Of course, that explains
he
all
was
the
not
pushback.
in the original plot. Yeah. Golly, I'm very curious as to what kind of film we're going to see next month. Again, it's that
Captain
morbid curiosity.
Falcon can totally take on Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he might need to
with
call
Sabra,
She-Hulk in.
who's not powered.
She-Hulk. She's busy banging Daredevil at this rate.
Oh, that's right.
I'd rather. Actually, Red Hulk kind of
You'd rather bang Daredevil too. Damn, Kevin.
Make him do
You
that.
Stop by your
standards.
hole anytime.
The echolocation of the glory hole.
Yeah.
For a good time, call 1-800-KEVIN. With
knock
two
on the
N's and
door,
a
you can
Y,
find
but
it.
you don't know where it is.
I don't know. Speaking of which,
Speaking of Daredevil,
Yes.
we are hearing more rumors again that he is confirmed to be in the new Avengers movie.
Ooh.
We're
Which
going to
kids,
bring in everybody for both
Yeah.
Avengers movies. So.
Mm-hmm.
let's also keep in mind that he was confirmed and was even on the poster at one point for Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
So, and they cut him out. They cut all the Netflix guys out. It wasn't just him. It was
Iron Fist.
Yeah, him, Mike Coulter, and
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Predator. Or not Predator. Boy, I need another beer.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. And,
who is a predator.
Yeah.
She fucks everybody.
Except your glory hole.
Yep.
And
Banging
in the
and banging.
comics,
She
she
broke
had
the
a crush on Peter Parker when they were kids.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Oh
Does
god,
he?
we were talking about the animated Spider-Man trailer the other night, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I had to ask Kevin about something. I know we're probably gonna get to that soon too. But...
We will.
Yeah, I'm hoping the new show for Daredevil
we're
goes
here.
good. Oh, we're here. Well,
oh my
fuck me
god.
sideways.
So I'm not going to jump on a level of complaints. This was the first look that people are trying to make a big deal out of Harry Osborn from the new Spider-Man cartoon.
No.
With a man bun.
You could start with the fact that he's been race swapped.
Yeah.
I don't like that they've done that. And I'm not the only person that doesn't like that they've done that. I don't like it because I like Norman Osborn. He's my personal favorite villain. He's my favorite bad character. So to have him fucked up, like not Willem Dafoe, is kind of shitty for me. I'm just really partial to that. I always really liked the casting. That's just what it is.
No. Yeah.
Here's my complaint with what they're doing now. They're making Harry a trans character, and they're not doing that to make it relevant to the story. They're doing it for forced inclusion, and I don't agree with that. It's not so much I don't agree with it because it doesn't affect the story. It doesn't do anything. It's just bad.
It's just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah,
sending a
you're
message,
changing
everybody.
the narrative.
They're doing it for the sake of doing it without realizing what they're doing. Harry's not a good character to be like, you know what? That's who I want to be. That's who I want to be related to. I want to be a victim. I want to be an addict. I want to be a duplicitous bitch. Like that's Harry Osborn. He's not a good character.
No.
Boy, it just sounded like you were describing yourself there for a second there, Kevin. Right on, brother.
Pie is so good. And I hated him in that too.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with this. It's not good for inclusion. They should have kept Harry just the way he was, and he will end up being a duplicitous bitch. That's just the way it's going to end up being. But who knows if this show is going to go on long enough for Harry to become the second Green Goblin.
That's very true. And this is full Disney production. Sony has nothing to do with this. This was originally supposed to be Spider-Man freshman year as a prequel to, say, Tom Holland's Spider-Man. They completely revamped it and turned it into this. So they intentionally went away from that to do this.
So it went from good to nobody's going to be watching after the third episode.
Probably. But Spider-Man's a big name. I mean, who knows? We'll have to wait and see what those streaming numbers are going to be like. But I have my doubts. And funny enough, Kevin and I were watching the trailer the other night, and I asked him, like, wait, isn't there like a storyline with like Norman and Gwen or something? Because I've never read these. And Kevin just looked at me and he's like, oh God. that was a 1-2 punch with that, and like one more day of like totally killing Spider-Man fandom.
Didn't they finally retcon that out?
Yes, but
that Norman didn't actually sleep with Gwen and father twins with her.
Yes,
I still can't get over hearing that.
They rearranged it, but it's like, here's the thing: you already did it.
Yeah,
it's done.
It's canon.
Like we lived through it. You can't keep retconning shit. Like the comic books were fantastic from like the 1960s to the 1990s.
Yep.
After that, they were just kind of like, well, we're running out of ideas, so let's just make up new rules.
And then they would rehash old stories. I mean, how many Crisis stories have they done in DC at this point?
Well, they came out with the What Ifs too at that time, wasn't it?
What if was different?
So
what if and Elseworlds were just, hey, here's an idea, let's do this, but it was its own thing. It was like a one-off, so it didn't really cross over into the main stories. I mean, there's this.
It was just like alternate universes, maybe. Because I've been watching the new series of What If on Disney Plus. I got them all caught up. And they're good. They're good.
I mean, there was a fantastic Elseworlds Batman story back in the 90s. It was called Holy Terror.
Yeah.
Where he lived in in an America where there was no separation between church and state. The country was this big theocracy, and Bruce Wayne was actually training to become a priest.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
But he still, suited up and took down the people who had who had murdered his parents, and it wasn't like some random street crime either. It was the theocracy. I forget the exact details behind it, but it was the theocracy was going after the Waynes.
You remember it better than I can. It's been so long.
I think I only read it a handful of times. My my late brother-in-law had that comic.
Jeez, Chad. Brainiac over there.
Nerd!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I accept it with pride.
Hey, gotta have an expert around here.
Yeah.
We got a few. I admittedly am not a big comic guy, so.
I was mainly Marvel. I read very few DCs.
Yeah, I was the opposite.
I should have read more DC. I would have liked to read more Batman. I should have. And Superman. But the rest of the universe, I don't know. I was always a Marvel guy. I don't know why. Probably because they were always trying to be edgier.
I mean, in the 90s, the two characters from DC who I was more into were the Kyle Rayner Green Lantern and Nightwing.
Yeah, Nightwing got really interesting in the 90s.
Still the last couple of years, from what I understand.
The most recent run, I think it was this guy named Tom King, I want to say. He did pretty good on it.
Okay.
He gave Nightwing a dog. That's a good thing. A three-legged pit bull.
Oh, shit.
So if Nightwing got hurt, did he look at his dog and go, home?
No.
Home.
That would have been cool, though. Home, Haley. Home. Or actually, in that case, he probably would have called her Bitewing.
Oh,
Bitewing.
I call her Bitcoin, because if one's called crypto, the other one needs to be called Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Nice.
Coin.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's see here. Oh, so when I said I was not the only person that was against the race swapping of the Osborns, Bo DeMayo's saying it too. And I know Disney doesn't give a shit what Bo DeMayo says, but there's quite a few people that do.
Yeah.
I don't have any faith that X-Men 98 or X-Men 97 season 2, whatever it's going to be called, is going to be nearly as good as season 1 was. Like, Bo encapsulated the essence of what was the ending of the great X-Men era at that point. So whatever they do after that, anyway, but he brings completely a good point, like they're turning all the bad guys. Yeah. Of that too.
Yeah.
But they're also doing the Grant Morrison years too, and that was just kind of like where everything kind of started to suck, and I didn't care.
Yeah.
Did not like the.
I still read it though.
No,
the uniforms were shitty. The character changes were crap. It was all crap.
Made Beast look like a cat.
Yeah.
A Shakespearean cat.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see here. Yeah, Kang, High Evolutionary, Norman Osborn, Electro, which Electro was Sony.
Right.
Mordo, they're making all the white superheroes beat up on black bad guys.
Stop. Don't say that too loud, Kevin. They might come after you, no?
Yep.
Those Disney lawyers work fast.
Yeah, they'll come. Mickey Mouse will show up on your doorstep.
I'll give them your address.
Hi there, fucker.
You shut your fucking mouth, you little fucker.
God damn.
You little fuck. So In real superhero news, Tom Holland was recently at a grocery store and was minding his own business, shopping, and these two guys started busting out into a fight. And like he just happened to be there, like they bumped into him fighting basically, and he tried breaking it up, saying, "You guys settle down, calm down." And he basically said you could see that the guy was really pissed off and wanting to continue this fight, but the wheels were turning in his head, like he recognized that Spider-Man was telling him to calm down, and it diffused the fight right there.
Yep.
In a British accent,
dude. Yeah. And I'm like, how cool is that? Like, you've seen the interviews with Michael Keaton where he says, "Yeah, I'm Batman. I'm very confident in that." Like, Tom Holland is so very confident that he is like Spider-Man, and his wife is so very confident that people know that he's Spider-Man, and that he knows that he has that relationship with people, and they're just like a neat set of people when it comes to like how they handle that. I like them for that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. They're just kind of cool. And I think it would be funny, like, you know, you're just starting some shit and all of a sudden Spider-Man tells you to knock it off. What do you do? Like, I'll kick your ass too.
Yeah,
I'd be too superstitious. Like, I've seen him flip in real life. I don't want to fuck with someone that can do that.
I saw him in Uncharted. I think I could take him.
Shooting skills, yeah, I could take him.
Shooting skills, sure, that's fine.
Yeah,
but flipping and fighting, not so much. I'd get my ass kicked.
I'd pay to see that.
Dude's like so much younger than us too.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
He beat me down without even breaking a sweat, probably.
Probably.
Don't
Especially
worry.
like right now, I've got the migraine. He'd just be like, "I'm kicking your ass now." Ha ha.
Well, don't worry. Once he has a kid, he's going to retire from acting and be a baby daddy at home. He had that in a little clip recently. So.
Yeah, well, I tried that too.
Yep.
Anyway, what else is going on?
Yes. Rest in peace, Friday the 13th.
We lost the servers.
Game.
Yeah, this was too bad. This was a lot of fun to play. This was my first survival horror game that I ever played like this.
Love that game.
And I didn't get to play it as much as I'd like to. I don't know if I liked it more than Evil Dead or not, but it certainly it scared the shit out of you. It really did. It was a suspenseful game. It brought games into the Kickstarter realm.
Yes,
and it was really something. They did a really good job with this game, and I'm sad that it's getting shut down, or it got shut down, and I don't have anything nice to say about the people that had it shut down. Cunningham.
Yep. I love the game. I actually backed the Kickstarter, and I got all the copies. I got everything I really wanted out of that crowdfunding, and I enjoyed the game. When it first came out, I had a blast, and I played it right up until about a year before Evil Dead came out. Was in the middle of moving and things like that, but I enjoyed the hell out of the game. I had made some really good friends on there. That none of them play this game anymore, and servers are now dead. You can't. I guess if you even try to get into the game, it'll say you cannot play the game. Like it actually bricks.
Sad.
It's like, oh my god. Like you couldn't leave on just a couple little dinky servers so people could like do private lobbies. I mean, I know it's still an expense, but like fuck, I'd pay a monthly fee just to be able to play the game. Whereas with Evil Dead, I stopped playing that because they kept nerfing every side every other goddamn week. With Friday the 13th, they didn't do that shit. They fixed glitches. Sometimes things got a little nerfed, but they ultimately would fix it a week later, and they wouldn't go the other direction with it.
Ghostbusters doesn't do that. Just throwing that out there.
So it's too bad. I wanted to try and play it the night it was getting shut down, but I couldn't find time for it.
No.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sucks.
But at least we got a good game for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you guys want some good video game news?
Yes, some good news would be nice around here.
Well, tough shit because we're all PlayStation users.
God,
Xbox came out saying that Activision and Marvel struck a deal that all the old Activision Marvel games are going to be putting out on sale.
Game Pass.
Yeah, on Game Pass this year. It does not say anything about the PSN.
No.
But we heard this earlier this month, actually, or last month, about the thing, and all of a sudden it was on both.
Mm-hmm.
So it is.
Still need to freaking get it.
I
got mine.
I might go get Metal Gear Solid 3 instead, or both. I don't know. But I like Metal Gear Solid 3. It's my game. But anyway, so many classics in this list here. The only thing that it's missing is the X-Men Legends games. And
yeah, I was gonna say.
I would get rid of
dope.
the X-Men Legacy for the X-Men Legend games. Those were the shiznit, as well as the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Don't need that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was fine, but with Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, they needed X-Men Legends. They really did. The Wolverine game is every bit as good as God of War. Super duper fun, very savage game. I never got to platinum it, so hopefully trophies come back out with this. The Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions games, those were amazing.
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man was a lot of fun. So much fun. And oh God, can I say it's the best of the list? Deadpool.
Oh, so good.
I never finished it. I need to go back and finish it.
So good.
Yeah.
Nolan North was perfect in that.
He was great.
High Moon did such a great job, and I'm still waiting for them to make a sequel, and I know it's never going to happen.
Just like they're never going to make any more of the Fall of Cybertron games.
Yeah,
those were damn good too.
Yeah,
I love the demo. I just never got a chance to play the actual games on those.
They were fun. I had there was 2, right?
Yeah, it was War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron.
Yeah,
honestly,
I need to rebuy those because those.
I don't think they're in print anymore.
I think
they're not.
They're
not.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to sell your immortal soul to get your hands on those now.
Yeah, he sold that like years ago already.
Well, that's why he's got the glory hole. He's got to work it back somehow.
Yep. Pennies on the dollar for that.
Suck my soul through the glory hole. Hey, that rhymes. Layaway plan.
My big question would be with Marvel Ultimate Alliance Part 2 is if they'll have the downloadable content that was totally lost for years. That if they'll make that available again.
You mean like Carnage and Juggernaut and all them?
Yeah. Because I lost my chance to get them, and I thought I couldn't get them. I was furious about that.
Same. And then I never bought them on the PSN, and then boop, they were gone. It's like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Same.
So I would be very curious about that. Like if they're going to do that, that would be very interesting for me to even jump to an Xbox just to try it out or borrow a friend's.
And that was Nintendo that set that up. Thanks, Nintendo.
Yep.
Wow.
They wanted to make it so they had exclusivity with Ultimate Alliance 3, which was not done by the same company, and it was only that by name, from what I understand.
We have it. We haven't played it.
I want to get it. It's just very expensive.
We got it so we could have a game that we could play together on the Nintendo Switch. Because largely Amy just plays her freaking Zelda games that I keep getting her.
I recommend Mario Kart.
Okay.
Mario Kart's addictive and it's a fighting game. Yeah.
Today I actually went and picked up the remaster of Luigi's Mansion 2 because I never played that when it was on the 3DS.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Played that on Monday with my brother-in-law, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get this now. God damn it!
I got to get Princess Peach for my daughter for her birthday next month or next week, and I want to get Mario vs. Donkey Kong finally. But their IP games never ever go down in price.
No.
Yeah, no.
They suck butt that way.
Yes, they do.
And Kevin gets you from the other side.
Yeah. And that is all I had for the week's news.
Okay. Well, I had a couple things. I didn't know Kevin was already going to be done.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Kevin's always sorry.
He's just in a hurry to get back to his glory hole, you know.
I know.
He's got presents to buy and all kinds
His soul
of stuff.
to get back.
Yeah.
Soul to get back, things of such nature.
Well, there's a couple news items. Kevin already talked about Lobo down here. They actually showed like the little clip of them playing like. I'm gonna close that out because I don't want to get hit. But they actually showed him reading the script with a cigar in front of a fire, so that'll be fun. But this is back in the news again. Josh Brolin is being considered for a role in the DCU. Which character would you like to see him play? I would say Jonah Hex, but he already did that.
Yeah. I do not want to see him play Darkseid. He was already Thanos. Thanos was a Darkseid ripoff. I do not want to see. I mean, because that would just be too stupid.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I'd do something crazy and make him Sinestro.
Ooh.
That actually
Dude,
work.
I hadn't even thought. Sinestro, maybe Atrocitus. The
that's a
leader
good
of
one.
the leader of the Red Lanterns. He'd be good in that.
Give him something meaty to like really get into. Like they're gonna draw Thanos, connections for years anyway. So you might, if you're gonna do it, just fucking go for it with something completely crazy.
Yeah.
Although I could see some people being like old man Batman, and I'm like,
no,
please don't do that.
We got Clooney for that.
Oh god, the worst fucking Batman ever made.
And we don't need him playing Thomas Wayne if they do Flashpoint bringing that Batman in.
That'd
we
be
don't
worse,
need
yeah.
that.
And in physical media news, everybody.
Oh.
Bikini Car Wash Company 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Restoring faith in humanity.
Nice.
Right?
MVD Rewind Collection. So our buddies over there, Eric, here you go, buddy. Special shout out for you. And Kevin talked about the box office. And let's see here. Gonna close that one out. I got 2 other tabs. We're going to get to the big one here. We're going to talk about Dead Space 4. This is kind of some old news from a couple weeks ago, but it is something we wanted to talk about here because I know Kevin and I are both fans, but Skeeter, are you a fan of Dead Space?
Oh, hardcore. I even watched the animated movies of it.
Yeah.
I got them on physical copy.
I get motion sick playing them, but I still have a good time watching them.
God,
okay.
They're amazing.
Did you do the rail shooter one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on the Wii?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was also one on PlayStation.
Yep.
I mean, the lore in that game is...
2 animated movies there, some.
One's called Aftermath, and I
and...
can't remember the other one.
Glory
Hole.
No.
There's one of them was on Tubi. I'm not sure if it's still there though.
Oh, okay.
Cannot remember.
I mean, such amazing lore in these games.
Oh, I was showing Kevin the other night. Oh, I already moved the books back that I got like Martyr and God, God, I already forgot what the other one was. I haven't read them yet.
No,
But I have like a nice little Dead Space shelf up here with my animated movies, and
Nice.
of course I got my little gun.
Yep, I got mine downstairs in the cabinet.
There you go.
Now, do those books involve Isaac at all?
I don't know. I haven't read them.
Oh,
I haven't read them.
I was trying to tell you that.
Whatever.
But whatever, bitch. And of course, I got my Isaac helmet right above me from the remake collector's edition.
Yeah,
so
I'm jealous. As soon as my printer comes in, I might make one.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Besides, for props for future podcasts. So
right on. We can maybe talk about that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like in the last couple weeks, some of the original developers reached out to EA and had a story at some point this year, and based on like the remaster, how well that did. Because honestly, I freaking loved that remaster. It was really good. There's a couple of things I didn't like, but it didn't. Yeah. It wasn't like a game busting. Like, oh, this sucks. No, I liked some of the changes. Some of the changes were for the better. Some were not. They at least took out one part of the original game that just pissed me off. That was the asteroid shooting game.
Yep.
I hated
horrible.
That. Oh. That on hard mode, like I never got control of that at all.
It took me several tries to finally beat it. I was like, oh, good.
Oh God, I love that.
Done with that crap.
Yeah, that was the only part about the original game. I was like, oh dear God, I hate this part. But they reached out. EA said, hey, we're good. We might be doing some more remakes of Dead Space 2 and 3, but they declined. They basically said they have no plans to license out Dead Space 4 as a sequel out anywhere. And if you want to check out the Dan Allen Gaming interview with some of the creators here about that, definitely encourage you to head on over to that. I'm going to click on this, and it's not going to let me play it anyway. So, but that is Dan Allen Gaming. It's a really good channel. I need to finish watching this interview. I only got about half of it watched, and they were talking about like why they might not, and while there's still a demand for single player experiences in the current gaming landscape, they lack the unending stream of microtransactions offered by live service experiences. We don't need microtransactions.
No.
Since games like FIFA generate millions of dollars in a single day, we don't need microtransactions in a Dead Space game. Let's make that abundantly clear. This does not have to be Red Dead. This can just be its own fucking thing. It doesn't need it. It's understandable why Electronic Arts heads would focus on their current cash cows or remasters rather than taking a chance with an entirely new single-player game. You're not taking a chance on an entirely new single-player game. No. This is an existing franchise with a dedicated fan base, and you also have interest from Hollywood directors like John Carpenter who want to make a fucking movie for it.
Yes, please.
And he's been begging to do it. And EA is just, they're adverse to actually satisfying fans and making decent money. You don't have to make billions of dollars. You can make good money if you make a good game. You can make money with a good movie as well that could reinvigorate everything. So it seems like a win-win situation to me, but EA is opposed to that. They want to stick to their stupid sports games. So, and I'm not knocking fans of your sports games. I don't play them. I haven't played them in years. Stop. I gave up on like my hockey games like years ago.
Yeah.
But you guys got any thoughts about? You think we will ever get Dead Space 4? It doesn't sound like it's completely dead on the table, but I don't think it's going to happen.
If it does, it's going to be a while.
If it does happen, I just have this nasty feeling that EA is going to do what EA does best and just meddle to the point where it's almost unplayable.
Yeah.
Unplayable or cut to shit, edited to shit.
Or they'll like prioritize, like what they did with Mass Effect 3. They'll prioritize the online player and completely, I mean, just
ignore the game itself.
exactly.
Yeah, that pissed me off too. Yeah, there it is. Deadfall or downfall. Downfall. Yeah.
I still want to try and take the Best Buy sticker off of this. I fucking hated their stickers for years.
Heat gun.
I also have like Goo Gone too, which sometimes works.
Yeah.
But
I always use
I want to knock them down.
My wife's hairdryer. Heat them up
Yes.
and then slowly peel them up.
I used to be really good at taking stickers off, but I've been buying my stuff from places that don't put stickers on things, so I haven't had to do that in a while. Yeah, well, sorry, Dead Space. And in other interesting information, we are going to talk about Skeleton Crew. So, boys who have been watching Skeleton Crew, please take the floor.
I loved the last episode. It was actually, it's still a kid movie, but I actually really got a kick out of what they're starting to make the show. It was just amazing, the quick turnaround to becoming the bad guy who was trying to help the kids really is a bad guy and tries to screw the kids over, but it got a little unreal when the kids were able to save themselves, which technically they shouldn't have been able to. But it was nice to see that they're starting to get a little more serious with it and starting to hint to the rest of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, they did mention the Republic this time. Yep.
Oh, so they finally do connect it.
Yeah, and Rebels.
Well, they kind of connected that
really?
in the first episodes when God, what's that one kid's name? His dad gave him his lunch money, and it was in Republic credits.
Oh, yeah, Old Republic.
Yeah, Whim. Apparently, this planet is the Old Republic's mint.
Yep.
Mm.
And that's what the pirates are like. Oh shit! Okay.
Gold. Yep.
So yeah, but in this episode, the important part about this episode is that the kids learn to pilot their ship by themselves.
Yep. Oh, okay.
They become self-sufficient as a crew.
Yep.
And as it's happening, it's actually quite exciting. There's like a giant robot monster trying to eat their ship, like a garbage eater.
Yep.
And
they're trying to get away from the crabs.
After they get away from garbage crabs, which could talk.
Yep.
Like none of it was so ridiculous where you're like, why am I watching this? No. It was fun. And it was a little predictable. Like you knew the crabs, something was going to happen once they got to the crabs' trap, but it was still fun. You were excited to see what was happening. You were still in suspense that they were going to get eaten in the ship, not by the ship, but in the ship. And you cheered for them when they were able to fly away, self-sustained without Jude Law. Yeah, it was cool. Or 33.
Yeah, which I'm worried about 33. I really am. Because the last you see, he got electrocuted and they said grabbed the robot, the other space pirates, they dragged him off, and then nothing. They're getting chased by the rebels. I don't know if he got shot down on that ship or not.
I don't know. I want to say the pirates still have 33.
I'm hoping. Or he's on that planet still. So
something, because his character is just so much goddamn fun.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah, like Nick Frost totally sells that character. And it's so funny because this is in a galaxy far, far away after the new sequels, and you still have people talking like pirates.
Yeah.
So it's a little funny, but it's,
Well, it's like they hinted towards the lightsaber a little bit more too. And I'm like,
Not this episode.
Yeah, they did show it. So.
Oh, that's right. They did. Wim turned it on.
No, that was the episode before where Wim tries to turn it on, and it's upside down, and he almost takes off his leg. I was like, finally, they did the joke, but not knowing how to use a lightsaber.
Yeah, like that was really funny. Like, it should have been predictable, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And the look on his face just made you kind of have the same look on your face.
Like, Jesus.
Is my wiener still there?
Because you're at first you see him walk out with it, and you're like, oh, here it goes. He's going to fire that up, and maybe he does have a little Jedi in him. No, it's upside down. He's like freaks out, like, oh shit.
But then you see Jude Law have the lightsaber,
Yeah.
and then nothing after that. That's what
I
mean.
know.
Like,
you just hear it fire up, but you don't see it. So
yeah, that's where I was disappointed. I was kind of
Yeah,
like, well, all right, they slow down a little bit, and they do slow down in the plotline area a little bit.
Yep.
Like he tells a tale of wanting to be rich and get rich, and so the other pirates need to follow him instead of the wolf creature. I can't think of his name.
I can't remember either. It's called
Lobo.
Wolfie.
Yeah,
Call him Lobo.
Lobo. But anyway, like it was okay. It wasn't.
Is it over now, or is there still one more episode?
There should be 2 more episodes.
Two
more. Okay.
Yeah, I want to say the way it's going to go is they're going to
Definitely
race
another
to get
season.
home, and then they're going to have to save home.
Yep.
That's how it's going to end.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, it's already better than Acolyte is.
Oh,
It's like
way better.
I'm not rolling my eyes at any given point in time
Yeah, that'll do it.
No.
at all. Like even when Jaleel White talks, like I'm not rolling my eyes.
Oh, that's right. He's in this.
Yep.
Forgot about that. I
Yeah.
will play catch up once it's all done. I just don't want to wait week to week for this one.
Well, like I said last night, I don't know about the binge, but episodically it's not bad. Like I'm able to be excited at least for 25 to 35 minutes throughout each week. And so
Okay.
it does its job there. I don't know if it would have the same effect if I binged watched the whole show in one sitting. It might. It might.
All right.
Probably would. I don't know.
You think it's going to get another season then, or do you think they're just going to roll some of these characters
Yes.
off into a movie? Okay.
It definitely will get another season. I think the way it's going
You know,
and who they're targeting.
watch Leslie Hetland.
Yeah.
Miss, I'm going to get 3 seasons in a movie, everybody.
Are you?
Could be.
You are not.
Maybe.
She'll get something because she has somebody on something on somebody, but like no,
Former
like
personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein.
the Acolyte was the quality of the Acolyte is not on par with Skeleton Crew, and Skeleton Crew is not great. It's just a lot more fun than the Acolyte was.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense than the Acolyte did.
Yeah.
The characters are not stupid like the characters on the Acolyte were. Like
Gotcha.
you don't have wrong acting Jedi.
No.
You're not starting a fire of a stone castle.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was plasma.
Oh my god. Or the campfire in space. Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Now this is like I tell everybody when they ask me, "You've been watching that?" And I'm like, go into it thinking it's a kid's show, just a kid's show, and have fun with it. Don't focus on trying to match it up with anything else. Just let it be, and it's going to be good.
There you go.
Yeah. Do not go over your Star Wars checklist in your head.
Yeah. The power of many.
Well, that's some pretty good feedback on Skeleton Crew. I will get caught up when it's all out, like I said. But Kevin has convinced me to give another show that is definitely not oriented towards kids. And Skeeter, we'll get to You're in our show.
But I'm excited you jumped in on this show too. So.
Oh, all right. Well, I do have a picture for Creature Commandos. I had tried the first 2 episodes. I thought they were incredibly boring and wasn't feeling the show. And not too much has changed my mind entirely, but there are some episodes that were actually pretty interesting. We still got 1 more episode left before I make a real judgment on this because it's only 7 episodes this season. But I like the backstory for Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus. Yep, there's 7 episodes this first season.
Yeah, my son started telling me about it, and I'm kind of like really interested in it now too. Besides you guys telling me, my one kid told me about it. I was like, "Yep, gotta watch this."
Well, one of my main problems is fucking Nina is a worthless character. So,
yes, I don't know why she's there, other than the fact that she's not human, and they're making her do something. Like she doesn't have any like special abilities that make her an efficient killer, like the bride.
She just reminds me of the character from Hellboy.
Abe Sapien.
Yeah. It's like, fuck off with this.
Yeah. But otherwise, I think she's just there as a Robin to the bride's Batman. I think. But yes, Weasel, like I liked him in the Suicide Squad, but there wasn't enough of him, clearly.
Yeah, he was in the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, and they give him so much more story in this, like the fact that the only person on Earth that doesn't believe that he's a psychotic killer is his lawyer that doesn't even know his name.
Just John Doe.
Yeah, she just believes that no creature created by God could be that savage.
Well, in that episode, you see how savage he really could be, but not his backstory episode.
Yeah, no, like Weasel's fantastic, and then you see him in this last episode with Dr. Foster, the episode of Dr. Phosphorus, where he's surrounded by the wolves, and he's got a choice to fight or flight or make friends.
And he makes friends.
I
got like it totally checks. For some reason, I just felt, that actually kind of works. And he has to choose then at the very end, like, do I do something about my little flashback and what I'm remembering, or do I hang out with my people now? Like, clearly they're not weasels, but they're just wolves. But there's a connection and a friendliness with them all. Like, it's like he just found a family that won't act like what he had to deal with in his backstory. In case people want to see, I'm not going to get into it too bad, spoiler wise, but he makes that decision at the end. Like, no, there's something I need to do. And I'm like, all right. And I appreciated that. So him, Dr. Phosphorus, GI Robot. He was fine. He got fucking smoked. I laughed my ass off at that.
That was so funny though, where he just shoots up the entire lodge of Neo.
Oh, the Nazis,
yeah.
Well, I'm like, he got rescued from the junk heap, so to speak, and got reactivated. Hey, you're my buddy. Hey, I cleaned you up. This, that, and the other. Hey, we're gonna go to a meeting with some like-minded individuals without knowing, like, Jesus Christ, what this robot is. And GI Robot just realizes, Nazi symbol. And he gets this grin and just starts fucking shooting everybody.
Yeah. It was amazingly funny. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, the video game nerd in me was kind of like, I can go nuts here.
I did like the action and the violence. My real problem with the show, some of it comes from the soundtrack. I fucking hate the music in this show. I think it's fucking terrible. I really do. I hate the theme song. I hate the soundtrack. I think it's fucking terrible. And some of the characters and their arcs and their relationships are stupid. I hate Frankenstein and the bride. and their deal. Like, oh, dude, you've been stalking her for 300 years. You haven't gotten a clue yet? Like, Jesus, she banged daddy. Like, Christ almighty. So I got some real issues with like character motivations, some story points and beats, and they're fucking screwing with Rick Flag, and now they're introducing like fucking Clayface and Batman into their show. I'm like, oh my fucking god, you can't even help yourself to stay away from that shit, even just to establish creature commandos for your universe.
Well,
you just can't help it. And it's
They
like,
have to
God,
establish it here, so you remember it going forward.
it's like if it was just Clayface, cool. But they showed like the silhouette of Batman at the end, and I'm like, you can't fucking help it, can you? Just wait until you actually introduce fucking Batman. So I was kind of, that just rubbed me wrong. Shit like that doesn't usually bother me, but it bothered me in this. So
I almost felt like they had to show him though because of Rupert Thorne being there. That was
I knew that. I think they got the
my takeaway
voice
from
actor
that.
back for him, so that was funny.
Oh, from Penguin or the
Rupert
Batman?
Thorne from the animated series.
Oh no, he died.
Oh, it certainly sounded like him in my
Yeah, that was
mind.
John Vernon, I think. He died a while ago.
Oh. No, never mind.
Was John Vernon the original Rupert Thorne?
Later, Mike.
He was the one from the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me
I could be very wrong, but like, oh, dear God, I literally thought it was like, oh, that's the same guy. Well, damn it.
Let me see here. Where is the cast?
Mosquito, what did you think of the show so far?
I only got to see a tidbit from my son, and I was like, he just went on, and I'm like, okay. All right, I'll give it a whirl. So I still got to watch it, but
don't let my opinions tell you not to watch it. Like,
no, like I said, between you and Kevin, it's kind of in the middle, so I go in there and go on neutral, see what I think.
Okay. I mean, I really like Dr. Phosphorus. With his backstory, it was like, oh my God, that is a total Batman villain origin story. So, and I like him as a character. I like his powers. Total cool design. Badass. Love it. And Alan Tudyk,
that's the other reason.
Yep. I hope it translates because they damn near modeled the original Doctor of him after Alan. So if he's not playing that Doctor in the live action version, because this is the whole idea, is this branches into the live action, and all these voice actors, except for maybe a couple, are going to reflect their main counterparts in the live action universe. So
yeah, Alan, he's the man.
He was
another
awesome,
reason I want to see it.
So
he alone is worth it.
Yeah.
Yes. He and Sean Gunn really, really sell this for me.
Sean Gunn as Weasel does not sell this for me. He doesn't talk.
No, but G.I. Robot.
Oh, I know. G.I. Robot was fine. Yeah. I just wanted to say that. I'm like, as Weasel, he doesn't talk.
But Alan's sarcasm is fucking amazing in this.
Yeah.
Rupert Thorne was voiced by Benjamin Byron Davis, who you guys know as Dutch from Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I recognize the voice then. God damn it.
Creepy. That's cool.
Kevin, how you feeling about the show then?
I'm fucking loving it so much. Frankenstein cracks me up. I don't know why.
David Harbour.
Yeah, he's an impetulant child. He's
so
really what he
soft-spoken,
is.
too, at
Like
times.
he's a poetic, violent 15-year-old, and he'll rip your fucking arms off to get what he wants if it makes sense.
Squeeze your head like a grape.
And yeah, wow, he's just completely fucking out there and makes no sense. But David Harbour delivers some really fun monologues.
Yeah.
So far, Frankenstein doesn't do a whole lot to like keep the plot moving along, but I imagine he will by the next episode.
We'll see.
Otherwise, like I'm really in it for Dr. Phosphorus and Weasel. They cracked me up. I don't know why, but the Irish soundtrack, it makes me laugh. I don't know why. The action scenes and the way he edits them all together, it works for me. Maybe because I drink when I watch it.
Hey, escapism. Got to work for somebody. Can't get it out of Harley Quinn right now, Kevin.
No, not for another 2 weeks or so.
Oh, is that when it starts then?
Yeah,
so just after the show.
Yeah, in about 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, I will be game to watch the final episode of that. So I think that is next week. Then.
I figure we're gonna find out who the real bad guy is next week.
If it's fucking, well, I don't really know. They've been actually pretty good about like hiding that. So
yeah, because it's I don't think it's Circe. Obviously, it wasn't Clayface, but
Circe was fucking badass, dude. That was awesome.
She was kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh shit, magic! Run for it!
I love the fucking guys. She promised to let us into Themyscira. Yeah.
Oh, and Clayface's role as the female professor. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Wow.
Dude, Skeeter, you will crack up. I don't even want to say.
Maybe the bad guy's the Spanish Inquisition. No one ever suspects them.
It's true. And that was Alan as Clayface, wasn't it?
I don't think so, but I don't know. Well, if you want to look that up, Kevin, I'm going to bring up a show where you don't suspect much else. And this will be our last topic for the evening, everybody. So stick around if you've been waiting for our Squid Game talk here. All right, Skeeter. Season 2. You want to walk us through a little bit of this?
I loved it from the beginning to end. I was a little nervous at first because there was no story originally written. This was a one season, one and done. And they did fantastic. I love how they started off. Okay. The whole story of why he's trying to get back into the game was great. But they kind of hinted that at the last of the first season. And the way he did everything to find him and track him down, and it was awesome. And then him going into the games again, agreeing like, yep, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to stop you. I kind of did call a little bit out on it, like who number one was going to be. I was
I think we all did.
Yep, it was going to be the head guy. And then later on, don't want to give spoilers alerts, but how far he goes along into the games is just amazing.
Yeah.
But the first game, we all know, red light, green light. That was good. It was kind of funny when he's telling everybody, no, they will shoot and kill you. And they're like, whatever. And then that girl gets stung by that bee or has that bee on her. And then all of a sudden everybody's shooting. Everyone's like, oh, fuck. And starts running. They keep getting, he's like, just hold still. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, they didn't want to fucking listen. That was super funny. And then
I was laughing.
Yeah. And when he tries to warn them about the next games, and then they walk in and it's like, wait, what fucking game is this? It's like, oh, that's so messed up.
And then
but I liked how he was telling them about like the cookie or
cookies,
the thing that you had to break apart and do the patterns on the cookie. And he has the horrible dream.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit. How the hell? Then he wakes up and I'm like, okay, at least that was a dream.
I was like, that's got to be a dream. But
Yeah,
my
I
favorite
thought so
part,
too, but I'm like, if it's not, holy fucking
yeah,
shit.
when he runs into that guy he knows, it's a friend of his
Yeah.
and a close friend, and he's like, "Oh, whatever, whatever." He's like, "No, you stay right behind me, no matter what. Stay right behind me." And he's after the red light, green light. He goes, "From now on, I'll stay right behind you."
Yeah.
like okay, you weren't lying.
Until like the back end of it where
Yeah,
he's like, you can stand beside me
by
now.
me. Yep.
Yeah. Which I thought
But
that was a nice character development there. So
yeah, that was good too. Bringing back the cop that was trying to find the island. I was happy to see he
for his
was.
brother, you know.
Yep. So that was good. I like that. I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but
Yeah, in
yeah,
case people are still catching up right now. It's
red
only
light,
been out
green
for like a
light.
freaking week and a half.
Yeah, red light, green light. It's the only original game that they're sticking with so far.
I think
So
it'll still probably end with this isn't a spoiler alert. The
yeah,
games are continuing, so
mm-hmm.
regardless of what you know or not know about like the ending of this season is I suspect it'll still end with Squid Game. So I think it's going to be
think so.
1v1, one player versus one for Squid Game.
I agree.
So now, what did you think of the ending then? Because me personally, it felt like a part 1 of 2 seasons, like a mid-season cliffhanger,
Yep.
as opposed to a season-ending cliffhanger.
Yeah,
and I think Netflix is making a mistake by doing it that way, because they shot all the episodes. It's 15 episodes total, so we're getting 8 more next time around. They chose that particular spot to end it. And it's like, if you would cut it back about like 10 or 11 minutes, there was a great spot you could have left it, and then you don't know anything of what's going to happen next, and then you tack that onto the next episode when it comes back. That would feel more like an appropriate cliffhanger for a season.
I agree with you 100%. They could have 10, 15 minutes back.
There was a perfect spot.
Perfect. And you'd have been like, oh, no, there's no more episodes. What the hell? Oh, there's a third season. Fuck, but yeah, I was like, boy, that was a really short season. I'm like, man, it's missing a couple episodes from the first season. And I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay, definitely.
I had to do some research and real quick.
I did
when
too.
We were watching. I'm like, how many episodes? And then I saw like what was going on with Netflix, and it was their decision to cut it down to a 7 episode. So it was Netflix's decision to make that the final episode of this particular season, which is kind of fucking stupid. But
yeah.
So the ending was fine, but the show is. I really like the show. I think it's pretty damn good. Very solid. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I don't have any issues with the new characters, the storylines that they're going with. Like, it's fine. Not everybody's going to survive. That's just the way this show goes.
There's a couple characters I was very happy with going bye-bye. And if you haven't seen the show yet, for those who haven't, you'll understand. You'll be very happy.
What'd you think of that Thanos guy? Somebody is named Thanos in there, and they have like purple hair, and they did their nails like the Infinity Gauntlets.
I was like, kill him first round.
Please.
Please kill him. I was begging every episode, die. Please die. Please die. I could not stand it, because that was the only thing in the show I did not like. Everyone had their clothes taken, everything, but somehow his cross with the drugs in it stayed.
That's the thing. They left certain people with certain items. Like the old lady had the thing in her hair for like her bob and weave or whatever, and that was a knife. You had the guy with the drugs. You had there was something else. Somebody else had something. And I think they left that on purpose just to spice up the games. And then, of course, there's the girl that's pregnant.
Yeah, that too.
So I think they did that just to let things go and be spiced up. Otherwise, why'd they allow 4, 5, 6 back into the game?
Yep, exactly.
So it's like they know full well what they're doing. They're trying to keep things fresh and exciting.
So, but yeah, can't wait for the third part to come out later on this year. I saw that. I saw also it was the #1 show in every country Netflix is shown in. 93.
Which has not happened before.
Never happened. 93 countries, #1 show. That is fucking amazing.
Not even One Piece did that.
Nope.
And I still want to see that. So
yeah, I still got to see that too. But yeah, there's too much to talk about the show, but it gives away so much.
Going too crazy on spoilers. Yeah.
But it's well worth. It's as good as the first season. I could say that.
I would say so. I think I would say I prefer season 1, but knowing that this is just part 1 of 2 for a season, I'm gonna have to wait until the other half comes out before I'm like, okay, this was totally worth it.
Yep. It's better than the game show that they fucking made. Oh god.
Oh yeah, Amy was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "No, we are not watching that."
Oh, it's so bad.
Well, and David Fincher's in discussions to actually do an American version of this show. Still dramatized, but we're gonna get like America's doing the same thing, so it's gonna feel a bit like The Running Man a little bit. I have a feeling about. Whereas this felt unique and fresh to a point. So, but I got some other Korean sci-fi things to watch. There's Hellbound. I started not too long ago. I'm 2 episodes in on that one. And Alice in Borderland is coming out sometime this year. Super jacked for that one.
Me too.
And Chad and Kevin are like, the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yeah.
I've
Get
heard
your
of
foreign
Alice in
films in.
Borderland.
I drive you nuts about that.
Yes. Gene drives me nuts with that.
Actually, I watch all those.
Keep on.
Alice in Borderland's great. I like that
one. I love that.
From what I understand with the manga that they're adapting, like if they even do half the storyline of the Joker card right, it's gonna annihilate the previous 2 seasons. So I'm like, and it's the same people making the show, so it's not like they had turnover. So I'm like, yeah, bring it. I actually think I prefer Alice in Borderland over Squid Game a little bit, but it's Japanese versus Korean, so there's a different kind of like mentality with the shows. But and unless anybody's got anything else, I think we can say goodnight to everybody. Let me take this off the screen. All right. Chad, you want to... What's that?
I said, Kevin's just sitting there thinking of his glory hole, waiting to get back to it.
He's like, God, I missed that thing. He probably prefers if he had his image of the gymnastic lady hanging over his head. Like the last time when we were talking about something else.
Yeah.
And he was just like, it's like, you don't care.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, Chad. Let everybody know where they can find you and what you're up to.
I'm on Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram. I am at Mr. Peterman, and I am up to no good.
Right on. Skeeter?
You can find me on all social media under Skeeter on Sound. Here, Deadwire, and other things coming up in the future.
Soon to be a Stargate show that we're working on. So,
hence the hat for tonight.
And I'm working on getting my shirt.
So, yeah, I'm trying to find a good one too, but striking out.
BDU proper. Yeah, I got to find a good one for that. And Kevin, tell everybody where they can find you and what you're up to.
Oh, I'm always here on the Suns and Shadows YouTube channel. We're here on Tuesdays on 0 Point Reviews, where we review.
Jeez, Kevin.
That's true.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. And then we're here every Saturday night on 0 Point Reviews. Every other Wednesday on Nostalgia TV, the Graveyard Shift of Forgotten Television. Said it right. Didn't fuck anything up. Go for it.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. And when you subscribe, down below. Make sure you hit that little bell notification so you can stay tuned to all of our video content. And we will see you all on the next one. Later, everybody.
Looks like you got some kind of alternate universe in there or something.
Yeah.